Hey y'all, it's your girl back again in the kitchen, and today we're going to be cooking pot roast in the crock pot. So I'm going to be showing you step by step what I do to make my pot roast. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers and my old subscribers, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. So what I did, I have a pot roast that's cut in half, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to season this pot roast, and then I'm going to brown it in the pan before I put it over in the crock pot. So first off, I have some salt, some W sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and oregano. And I like to add thyme, but I'm out of my thyme, or even rosemary, but I'm not going to add rosemary this time because my husband seemed like every time I put rosemary in my food, he seemed to not like it, so I'm not going to put the rosemary in there this time. And I have some flour to cover it to help with, browning the roast as I fry it in the pan. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with my salt. I'm just going to take some salt and go all over. You can substitute the salt for the seasoning salt. And what I did was I washed my roast and I poked holes all over throughout the roast. That way the seasonings will soak down inside of the roast as it cooked. Instead of it just being seasoned on the outside, it'll be seasoned throughout the roast. Going in with black pepper, and I just generously season. You just season it to the way that you would like it. I forgot to get the paprika. That's gonna be the other season I'm gonna add to it, and that's just for color. Okay. The oregano. If you want to measure, what I would do is in a bowl you can mix up all of these seasonings that I just told you and measure out about a tablespoon of each and just mix them together in a bowl and just sprinkle your meat. Garlic powder. Garlic powder. The onion powder. You want your meat seasoned really, really well. That way it has good flavor. So I'm adding the paprika now. Okay. Okay, and now I'm gonna add the W sauce. Worcestershire, however you say it. Worcestershire, however you say it. I'm gonna say maybe about 2 tablespoons of it. And just rub that in. And for the best seasoning, I prefer that you marinate this for at least overnight or 4 hours, but I don't want to be cooking all day tomorrow, so I'm just going to go ahead on and move on to the next step. So if you're going to marinate it, stop right here, put some plastic wrap over aluminum foil, or put it in a plastic bag, let it sit in your refrigerator for about 4 hours or overnight, and then you come back and then you go on to this step that I'm about to do. So now I'm going to take some flour and go all over the pot roast and just pat that in. Okay. Last side. And I'm just sprinkling it until I cover it, just like you would if you was to pretty much fry your chicken. Just cover this. So now on the stove, I have a little oil in the pan, and I have some pepper stir fry. And this has red peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers, and onions in it. And what I'm going to do is saute this until it, turns brown. And I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pretty much about 7 carrots. And I've peeled the skin off of them, and I'm going to cut them down short. And I'm going to add that to the roast along with 4 potatoes. I have peeled, washed, and everything. So now we're going to dice them to go into the crock pot. You're going to cut it the long way. Then you're going to cut that in half. When you cut that in half, you're going to cut it into big chunks. Oh, Lord. Like this. You want about that size. And you're going to do that to the rest of the potatoes. Okay, so now in my pan, I have the bell pepper sauteing. I have it down on medium because I don't want to burn it. I'm going to use the same pan that I sauteed the vegetables in to get, all those flavors onto my meat. And so I just add a little garlic to it, as you can see. And I'm just sauteing them down until they turn a little brown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead on and cut the carrots down to baby carrot size. Kind of like a little bit smaller than baby. I'm not trying to cook the carrots. I'm just sauteing the carrots with the vegetables. So you just saute all that together. Okay, now that I have finished sauteing the onions and bell peppers and carrots, I have removed them from the pan. I have my onions and bell peppers right here. And over here in the crock pot, I put my potatoes down in the bottom, and then I layered my carrots right on top because I want that in the bottom. That way they will be submerged in the juices to help them cook. And I want everything to be done at the same time. So now we're going to come back over to the same pan. I did not wash it or anything. I just added just a little bit more oil to it so that we can brown the roast on all sides. And then we're going to take that and place it over into the crock pot. So I'm going to take the roast, put it down in the pan, and we'll let it brown. Now that I feel like it have browned on one side, I'm going to take it and turn it over. And you see that color that you have on it? That's what you want. So I'm going to let it brown on this side. Okay, you guys. So now I have browned the roast on all 4 sides. So what I'm going to do now is take it out this pan and transfer it over into the crock pot. So you see it's all brown on all sides. Not cooked, just browned. Okay, so we're going to take it and lay it in the crock pot. And now what we're going to do is deglaze the pan with some beef broth. And I have 2.5 cups of beef broth. I'm going to take that and just deglaze the pan. Okay. So when we deglaze this pan, what we're going to do is take all of these drippings and breading and flour and garlic and the bell pepper season, the bell peppers and onions and everything that we have sauteed in this pan. All that flavor is going right into the crock pot. We're not going to lose none of the flavor because we want this roast to be as flavorful as possible. Okay, so the bell peppers and onions, I'm just gonna take them and I'm just gonna dump them in the crock pot right on top. Right on top of that roast. That look delicious already, don't it? It ain't even finished. Alright, so I'm just gonna scrape up all of that goodness and I'm gonna pour this right on over in the crock pot. I'm just gonna pour it around. Can you see? Just pour it around it. On top of it, whatever, it don't matter. Just get it all in there. So now, what we're going to be doing is adding more water to this. So just add that to it. All around. Alright. And then we're just going to go in here and just push that roast down in there a little bit more. Okay, we're just gonna take our lid and cover it. Got my crock pot on low, and we're just gonna let this simmer overnight. Hello, everybody. Okay, so this is what I have after cooking it overnight. And this is what it looks like, y'all. It looks delicious, don't it? Look at those peppers and carrots. And look what I mean. It's not overcooked. Everything is still intact. It's not falling apart. You see? Let me see. You see those potatoes? Look at the potatoes. They're tender, but they're not falling apart. You see that? And that's how you want it. You want it to look like that. I'm gonna get that out there because I don't want it to turn to mush. I can just taste that one. And it tastes really, really good, y'all. I promise y'all have to try this. It tastes so good. Okay. So look, this is what I want to show you. Look at the rolls. Look at the rolls. Look how it just shreds, y'all. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. That's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a little gravy to go over this. I still have the crock pot on low, and we're not gonna be cooking it too much longer than this. But I mixed up a little flour and water in my cup. I mixed up a little flour and water. Just a little bit. I only have about half a cup. And so I'm just gonna pour that all over in there. Pour it all in there. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna let this continue to simmer for hopefully, let me see, about another 30 minutes or so. 45. Okay, you guys, I'm back with the finished result of the pot roast with the potatoes and carrots. I have some green beans and sweet potato right here on the side. And I just came back to let you guys see what it looks like. Here's the gravy. Here it is in the pan. You know, I took it out the crock pot and I put it over in the pan. So this is what it looked like. It looks all shredded and everything because we've been digging in it. You know, just picking out some. So I'm just going to get a little bit more of this gravy and put on top of my meat. Okay. And that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I hope you try it. I want to thank you guys for watching my video. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, y'all be blessed. This is your girl Tiana. I can only be me. And y'all have a blessed day once again.